project, we are going to be needing 2 cut wires already. I've cut them, clasps and lobster clasps. It has an attached jump ring to it. This is it. And then we'll need 2 charms. It also has jump rings attached to it. Let's get crafting. Take the first wire, which is the 27 inches wire. You want to straighten it out, and then of course our tools, we'll be needing all three of our tools for this tutorial. So what I'll start with is this, very simple. I'm just going to take my round nose plier and hold it to the tip of this. I'm going to rotate this. See how my hand is? The plier is not moving, it's my hand that is moving. But when I get to the point that I started from, I'm going to release it. I've formed a loop right here. Can you see the loop? This is it. Now we are going to reposition it again by putting our plier into the loop that we just created, and we'll hold it in place. So we are going to be turning it again. As we turn, we gradually open, so we hold it on and then turn it. We've formed 2 loops. I hope this is visible. Zoom in. That is it. We formed 2 loops. So on to the next loop, pass through again, and then we turn it in order to create the 3rd loop. This is it, and this is what we have now. We have 3 loops, right? So you just want to press it together without, ensure that you do not close the hole. This is how it should be. You should have a very penetrable hole on it. On the other side of your wire, you're going to be passing 10 size 8 beads on it, right? And another thing that loop has done for us is to stop the beads from falling off on the other end. Let's go. This is 1 and 10. This is 10. For the sake of clarity, I'm going to be using this bead. It's a size 10 bead. This is going to be the midpoint bead. This is what we have. So far I've strung in 11 beads in total. So I'm going to go ahead now and pass another 16 beads again through my wire. You have it, 16. So what we'll now do now, so this is it. We have 16 beads on our, so total of 27 is what we've passed through. The next thing we want to do now is we are going to pass you see our wire, we are going to pass it through in this direction. Can you see? We're passing it through this direction as though we are going back to the 10 beads that we picked up before. This is what we have now. This is what we have. This had, I'll pick up another 16 of the size 8 bead. Pick another 16. There you have it. And then we pass that down, pass it down, and we are going to take this again. You see how it is? We are going to take our wire again, and we'll bring it back in to pass through the midpoint bead. Pass through our midpoint bead just like so. Make sure that it's only going through the midpoint bead, and please, when you do that, kindly adjust your work. It's very essential that you adjust your work as you go. So once we have this, pick 10 of our size 8 beads. That's what you have. When you do this, you would have succeeded in completing your first bow. So you take back your plier, your round nose plier, and this time around you are going to be holding it at the very tip of the bead, and now you take it and go round. You see what I'm doing? I formed my first loop and continue on to form 3 and 2 more loops to make it 3. This is it. This is it. We have our 3 loops now. We are going to use our cutter and cut off the excess. We're going to be taking the other wire that we cut, and this is what I've done. I've made it into 3 loops, just like what we did in the first one. We'll just move this out of the way. We'll pick up 10 size 6 beads. What you want to do next is just drop it to the very end. So, and now we take our other piece, and depending on whatever direction, you can come in from here or come in from here. So I'm choosing to go in from my right to my left. Let's do this. What you can definitely take things out of the way to give you free flow. That's just what I'm doing. I'm going to pass my wire into the midpoint bead, so, and pull out. I told you this is the memory wire, so you can adjust it however you see fit, right? This is it. What we want to do next now is pick up 16 of the size 6 beads. We have 16 beads now. We are going to turn it this way. You see what I'm doing right there, and then we'll pass the wire into the midpoint bead again. So now it's going to be from the left onto the right. So pull that smoothly, just like so, right, just like this. And now we'll pick up another 16 beads. Pick up another 16 beads of the size 6 pearls. So this is what we have. Now we are going to be moving it from the right hand side down to the left. So just always make room for you to have easy access to your midpoint bead. So, and then you pull it out, and remember, when you're taking it from one end to the other, ensure that it doesn't go through any of the beads. So don't worry, you can turn it however way you want, and then later you readjust your stuff. So see what I did there? I'm just going to rearrange it. We are going to go ahead now and pick up another 10 size 6 pearl bead. Go. So the next stage would be adding our lobster clasp and keychain. It already comes with a jump ring. Put this in the bigger bead. Just, if it's not open enough, you can open it. So where you are putting it is in between. You see the space between the beads. For me, I'm going to be putting it at the midpoint here. You want to ensure that it's at the middle point. There are different places you can attach your jump ring or your keychain and lobster clasps. It's just, I am choosing to make it at the side. You can do it at the middle. We've secured our keychain on one side. So now on the bigger pearl, you see the size 8 pearl, see that pretty hole that we left open, the loop. We are going to pass our jump ring into that. We are done with one side. Let's move on to the next. We are going to repeat the same thing very easily. You can even make this smaller if you choose. Thanks for crafting with me today. If you love this bold keyring design, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more bead magic every week. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.